My name is Sojo Alex. I'm a senior associate here at Envision Strategies. Today we're going to spend some time talking a little bit about communication and collaboration. Some of the challenges that we've noticed with communication and collaboration are, number one, transparency between the supplier and the client. The other one is where there should be a deeper connection among the campus community. And one of the last ones being collaboration and partnership with the different stakeholders on campus. One of the first challenges we've noticed is the transparency between the food service supplier and the client. Sometimes the client, they don't have enough information to make strategic decisions, which means that, sharing information obviously takes a lot of time and a lot of effort from management before they generate any sort of value. So, of course, along with that, any collaboration takes a change in the mindset of not only the supplier, but also the client. So the solution for this was, of course, any relationship starts with trust. And this is a partnership. It is not a transactional relationship. So it takes a lot of time and effort to build that relationship. So building collaboration and cooperation, we see that it leads to finding significant new sources of value that benefit both the supplier and the client, and of course, in turn, the campus community, such as innovations that can boost revenues for both parties and also in turn increase satisfaction among customers. So how about collaborating on planning or forecasting that improves service and also mitigates any sort of risk? This is going to be a paradigm shift for many. And also requires a lot of commitment from both parties. Some of the things that we've noticed are, the timeliness of the type of information that goes out. Of course, the type of information, because it has to be relevant for both parties, right? And the information should not only just be positive, but also negative information. Then the strategic alignment of overall goals and objectives. That's the other thing that we've noticed for both suppliers and clients. We want to make sure that both their goals are aligned. Definitely creating a value and sharing. So you are giving room to grow for both the parties as they build this trust and build this relationship. And there should be performance-based incentives while the supplier continues to grow within food service. And one of the last things is, of course, for any collaboration, any communication to grow, any transparency to happen, there has to be appropriate resources that has to be allocated, and there should be a good investment so that they can support the program. The second area that we've noticed that has a potential for betterment is where campus dining should be able to forge a deeper connection with the campus community. Our customers, as you know, are seeking authenticity. They have shared values. They want transparency that we talked about a little while ago, and they want on-time information. So any dining program that reflects customer interests enhances institutional reputation and, of course, student life. Nobody wants negative press and protests, so communication plays such a huge role in a successful program. So there are many solutions to ensure consistent communication engagement with the campus community, and all of these solutions should help inform the community about the dining strategies, should also strengthen the relationship between stakeholders and vendors, and also build a stronger brand image. We've noticed that a lot of our clients use community engagement as one of their main initiatives when they choose a food service supplier, for example. Some of the ways they can ensure communication is having an annual marketing and communication plan. It is not about marketing just specials and limited time offers, but add voluntary meal plans. But the communication plan should show the value of the brand and the value of all the services that dining offers. It should also have strategies of having a two-way communication, such as either focus groups or social media or responding to social media and different other ways to have a two-way communication. Along with that, what's important is also the internal communication plan. When I say internal, it's within the team, within the campus dining team. So what you put out there should also be communicated internally. The last thing we want is a staff member saying they have no idea what's going on. So this can be achieved either through working with HR or team meetings before a meal period or putting it up on the staff board. And most of all, if none of these get to them, at least they should know who to reach if a question has been asked about them. So some of the examples where you can involve the campus community are either dining planning engagements or brand building, if there are changes in your meal plans, any concept of menu development, any operational changes, and any other opportunities where there's a way to increase revenue and satisfaction. Some of the other ways we've seen where they're being involved is through social justice issues like food insecurity or DEI or sustainability, those type of issues where we've seen the campus community being engaged and how to see how dining plays a big role. Of course, if there are influencers on your campus, seek them out and get the thought leaders to be a part of this process as well. Once this is done, make sure you communicate the results back to those who are involved so that they know there is a collaboration happening in the decision making. Some of the other things to think about when you are engaging the campus community is making sure that you have enough quantitative data and also be open to feedback and ideas from this community, because at the end of the day, it is their story. So we need to have the genuine interest, and we should also be listening actively to what they have to say. The third area that could be an opportunity for growth is the collaboration and partnership between different campus constituencies. Now, the campus is a whole world in itself, so how do we build those two-way communications and relationship between the relevant stakeholders? As you all know, that collaboration should be an ongoing thing and not just during emergency events, because it is a critical part for any campus dining success. The campus system needs to be supportive of the program from the moment a connection is made with the relevant stakeholders. So one of the first ways we've seen how you can have a collaboration is through educational programs. This is where you have relationship with different departments on campus and have programs that would help enhance student life. For example, you could work with student health, or you could work with the nutrition department and introduce healthy initiatives. They help you market the program as well as you are a part of the whole initiative as well. Student employees using dining as an educational part of their life and not just as a job. So how do you work with the university HR or international students department and other academic departments to build that whole educational side of working on campus? Working with either like local suppliers or the farmers or having a farmers market. These are all different ways that you can have collaboration around the campus and use that as an educational opportunity. One of the best ways we've seen, and that's been successful, is having a relationship with residents' life and building up the life skills of students who live on campus. Strategic planning collaborations with student government is another way that you can help bring initiatives and ideas forth and also be able to communicate to the larger student body. So this is where you involve student members and the government in planning meetings or even choosing food service suppliers, for example. So now any of these campus stakeholders, they have a stake in dining, either by being impacted on the work dining works or having an influence over the success of the dining program, or even they might need dining's help in getting their goals achieved for their department. So we have to think of ways where we can engage student and stakeholders in a meaningful way. One of the other ways we've seen is connections are not formed just on campus, but also beyond campus. And this includes forming your networks of similar institutions, joining professional associations. And this helps in collaborating on issues, sharing ideas and similar goals, sharing any of the resources that someone else might have that you can use on your campus, and most of all, celebrating any of the successes that either one of you have had. I hope this information was helpful for you. We look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you. Bye.